focused on this image lately. My mind is racing, million miles a minute. No time to slide, I guess I'm bad with distance. I never text you back lately, my thoughts they drifted around the shots to keep us.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back.
This is episode number 12, Real Talk TV. Back at it again with Chico Suave in the house.
What's up?
Michael Renard in the house. Go follow the Instagram, RTalkTV1. And yeah, let's kick this puppy on the road. What's up? What's poppin', dog?
What's good? What's good? Yo, first, I want to say, before we even say anything, that last podcast we did, shout out to the people who watched it.
Shout out to the viewers.
Yeah, it did really good.
Yeah, 50-something views. So
real quick.
Yeah,
it wasn't even it was within 2 days.
Yeah, it's like everybody was clicking the link. I was happy. I was like, hell yeah, nigga, let's go. So, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Let's get this one to 57 too, or let's get this to 50.
50 views?
50 views.
Okay, let's get it also to everybody who watches this,
Yeah, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe so that you know when we upload, you know what I mean? So, who knows who's going to be a future guest? You never know. Let's go.
Yeah. So how was your day?
Bro, my day
or how's
was
your
good.
week?
My week was good. It's been pretty stressful, eventful, but nonetheless,
Why?
a good week. Simply because you're just moving around all the time, and I haven't been able to get much sleep, so it's been tiring. But nonetheless, a good week. Had fun. Seen Black Widow. That movie was good. It was funny. Marvel did a funny movie. It wasn't too much girl power or nothing like that, because it's a girl and none of that. It was fire. It was just
a nice movie.
Nice movie, yeah. Scarlett Johansson, you feel?
Of course, bro.
Right, but yeah, that was my week. How was your week?
Pretty good. I mean, low key, my week has for the most part, my week has kind of been uneventful in the sense that it's the same as the weeks before, but that's because really I was talking to you earlier. I've been just trying to focus. Let me talk closer to the mic. I've been trying to focus on music, right? But every time I go to the stew, it's kind of stuff I wrote in a day, or I freestyled it.
So nothing planned out completely.
Yeah, so the music I'm coming in now that I'm trying to come with is stuff that I've been sitting on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I write it one day, and then the next day I look at it from a new perspective, a fresh perspective, and then I see I don't really like this like I did last time. Let me change it up. You feel me?
Okay, so before you were more freestyling in there.
Yeah.
You were going in that day, making a whole new song that day, and then releasing it.
Yeah, it was more so I wanted to kind of get back into the music. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before you play ball, there's no point in trying to learn plays if you don't know how to play ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
So first what I did is, metaphorically speaking, I went to practice my free throws, layups, you know what I mean? Before I actually learned how to do plays.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Before you write and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. I just went in to kind of get the creativity down pat. Yeah.
Okay. I see. How's that going? How's your song going? The one that you're working on right now.
I low-key think it's a banger.
Okay.
Like I was telling you, I'm trying to link up with my singing teacher.
When you say a banger, it's because everybody's just going to check it out, right? And y'all going to show some love because you're releasing it?
Hell yeah.
You're releasing it?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
I've been trying to... So this one specifically, this song, as I'm trying to smoothen out everything, right? Because I want to make it as good as possible. Once I finally record it, I'm going to hit up this guy who we used to see when we worked at Robex, Philip.
Yeah, I remember.
And I got him on Insta, and I got his number, and I'm going to hit him.
Guy, shout out Philip.
Oh, check out his podcast, too.
He has a podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe one day we'll collaborate.
Yeah. I'm actually low-key, on the side. I don't know if you remember these dudes at the studio that we met. I'm trying to collab with them, too.
Wait, which dudes?
The dude with long hair.
Okay.
And then the other dude who was tan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to collab with them because I'm might as well.
Yeah, you get more opportunities, more work.
Yeah.
More ways to show your skill. More people to influence, work with.
Yeah. Show that I'm a real person.
True.
But I'm
more eyes too. What if somebody listens to them, likes you, now they checking you out?
No, exactly.
It's you can get fans, networking this shit.
And
through the music scene.
I'm trying to figure out
any musicians in Florida want to put you know, why not? You don't want to work with anybody?
The problem with musicians, right, is look, the problem with people who are creative in a lot of senses, the problem with working with them is the same problem with working with me, is that
You never know. I mean, collaboration. Just
no, of course.
meet up,
But
say what's up, smoke a blunt.
but what I'm saying is, like, if
Next thing you know, making songs.
I'd rather like find out second that you're a musician.
Oh, I see.
You feel me?
Okay.
Because
Interesting.
the problem is, number one, if I don't fuck with you, how am I gonna make music with you?
Wait, yeah. I mean, you gotta know if you fuck the person, but you wouldn't make a song with somebody you don't fuck with, right? So you meet
True.
the person and you're like, okay.
It's just personally, and
See you later today. No.
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 Personally for me, right, from like what I've noticed from a lot of artists, right, is artists who are like not even trying in a sense, who, because technically you could say I'm not trying, but I am trying. You know what I mean? I'm trying to perfect my shit before I release anything. Like Kevin Gates said. Kevin Gates said he before he even put out anything for like 3 years.
He was just making music. Okay.
But I've been making music for longer, so I'm on that.
Did you get molested?
No,
Okay.
I was close to. I was close. There was like a lot.
It just feels like everybody in
Music?
that's talented got molested or something fucked up happened to them.
I mean, fucked up shit
I'm just
happened to me.
asking. No, yeah, fucked up shit happened to everybody,
Yeah.
right? Like to people in general.
But I don't know. From my experience of trying to work with people who are musically, talented or are creative, is that it's very hard to do shit with them because they're very flaky. Because they only do music when they want to do music. It's hard for them to do.
No, but you're thinking about the the slackers that maybe you've encountered with that, because there are some people that are like more on top of their shit. Like they'll be the ones hitting you up like, yo.
Nah,
yo.
the problem with people on top of their shit, right, is that I'm not on their level. The problem with like a lot of people who are quote unquote on top of their shit, they never.
Yeah, but maybe you need to hang out with somebody that knows the craft a little bit more in order for you to learn something from them.
Nah,
Maybe not even learn, but like maybe it's competition, maybe it's like drive, maybe it's like they teach you something by accident. Stuff like that could always happen.
Nah, I get you, but what I'm saying is I've met those people, and what I'm saying is for them, right, it's very hard to make music with them, and not even make music, like, it's just hard to kind of link up with them. Those people are always all over the place.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Me, right, I'm all over the place, right? But at the same time, to a certain degree, I'm punctual, right? When it's like, oh, we're gonna record this day, most of the time I'm like, yeah, let's record this day,
Yeah,
right?
you're on time. Yeah.
A lot of artistic people, they don't have that. A lot of artistic people are
Yeah, it depends on who you are, and depends on like what you are like about that. If you keep your word, if you show up.
because there's a lot of artists, but the problem with a lot of artists, the reason why they don't make it,
No, but
it's because they're not
Go in the
hustlers.
comment section, I'm talking about serious artists. Oh, shit like that.
Look, if it happens, it happens, right?
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. It's not. You if you whack, we don't want to work with you. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
not well to me. I don't even care if you're whack. I just want to make music with people. That's what I like to do.
That's
But
the point of going in the comment section and linking up.
no, yeah, that's why I'm saying if it happens, it happens.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is from personal experience, whenever it comes to linking up with somebody to make music,
Yeah, it's a bad experience.
and I'm telling you, I've met people who are talented. Like, I'm not talking about like, oh, like they're good, or Nick. Like, Nick has a good voice, right?
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
boy Nick Lopez.
Yeah.
He has a really good voice. But I'm talking about people who have even a better
Shout out Nick Lopez.
Shout out.
We got to get him on the podcast one day.
when he comes down.
Yeah, he had hit me up and he was like, "Yo, let me get on the podcast, brother." I was like, "I got you, bro. Whenever you're down here,
But
for sure."
you get what I'm saying? Where like I've met people who are better at rapping than me, better at singing than a lot of people I know, and still to get them to do music is just a mission.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, but like I said, I feel like those people they're not in the right mindset to want it at the time.
Well, the thing is that I feel like a lot of artists, right? The problem with a lot of artists is they do art to do art. You feel me? Because they like doing art, but they're not hustlers.
Yeah, they're not like invested in it to like make it their bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you know.
There's a difference between, because that's why there's some rappers who they're trash, but they're blown up. It's because they're not technically good at music, but they're good at hustling.
Yeah.
At continuously making something, putting something out.
Shout out Marco Guapo.
Who's Marco Guapo?
Anyway, I don't want to get into it. You feel me? I don't even know if that name is street legal. I mean, you feel me? YouTube legal.
Okay.
So
let me turn off my phone real quick because
ESPN,
ESPN, bro,
out here.
Somebody got
Ain't
injured.
no games today, by the way.
I know. Did you see the last game?
Oh, with Milwaukee Suns.
Hell yeah.
Game 3.
Hell
Milwaukee
yeah.
won.
Hell yeah.
Drew Holiday popped off.
Fucking Giannis
popped off.
Bro.
No one can cover Giannis, bro. He's so big. Suns lineup is filled with small motherfuckers. Even Crowder is like too small for Giannis. That shit, I was like, every time he catches the ball and he's under the rim, it's in.
Yeah, he's gonna dunk it.
He gonna
has
dunk
long
it.
ass arms.
Yo, or he gonna anything, or draw the foul or whatever.
He's like,
You saw Cam. Wait, no, what was his name? The dunk. The new I think it's like his second year in the NBA. He's on the Suns.
you mean Cameron Payne?
No, not is it Cameron Payne?
Yeah.
No, not Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne is the motherfucker with the long forehead
Nah.
or the P head.
Nah. Well, I don't know the other head shape, but Payne. His last name is Payne.
No, not Payne. I'm tripping. I'm thinking of someone else. But he had a dunk on PJ Tucker. That shit was nasty, nasty.
You know what's it called?
Booker was missing shots like crazy too.
Hey yo, everybody has their off days. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could say that either this shit rigged or Booker was tired. Okay,
Maybe.
it's either two things: rigged, Booker's tired,
Upgraded defense.
Referees were probably more on Milwaukee's side, and CP3 didn't even play like good either, bro. That shit was like, I feel like it was like a I'ma throw this game type of game. They even threw Cam Johnson. My bad.
Cam Johnson.
Yeah, he had a nice dunk on PJ Tucker, bro. That shit was nasty.
I don't remember it.
If I find it, I'll show you.
But what I was gonna say is Giannis is like one of the only other people in playoff history to score 41.
To score 41, yeah. No,
And-
that shit, hey, the man's making history.
He's more efficient than Shaq.
So you could tell his future's bright. If he's already making those types of numbers that only legends have had, you could tell his future's going to be like, bro.
I mean,
If he doesn't get injured or anything.
his future was always bright. I mean, he is injured.
No.
He's injured right now.
He says he don't feel shit. Second game back, first game back, he said, I feel really good. I don't feel anything.
You could say that, right? But at the same time,
Look how he's moving. No hesitation, no nothing.
nah. But what I'm saying is, why the fuck is he still wearing that shit on his knee? Oh, okay, that shit was nasty.
That shit was nasty. And they just subbed him in. Like, they subbed him in, right? And then the first play he makes, boom.
He had that full energy.
Bruh, yeah, that shit was like, he ran at that nigga like full speed and
Put his nuts in his face.
G shit. PJ was like, hell no, that shit was a foul. It shouldn't have been a foul, blah, blah, blah.
I think it's because he wasn't close enough to that line.
Yeah, they looked at the call. People were saying they should give the coach a tech for even challenging that call.
Tech,
Damn.
it was clean.
It was clean as fuck.
Bruh, low-key, what's it called? Last weekend, bro, was eventful. There was that. Then there was Connor versus Poirier.
Connor versus Poirier. Connor broke his leg.
Yeah, you saw that, bruh? Bruh.
Connor's the villain of the MMA community right now, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Connor right now. Everybody's against Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Connor talking about your wife is in me DM. She's a fucking hoe. She's a fucking slut. I'm going to kill you in your sleep. That's the part that got Dustin mad, and I agree. Like, I really hate when Connor goes gangster with it, cause it's like, come on, bro. Remember, this is entertainment. This is the UFC. Don't do that.
Hey, but he's selling tickets because he's doing that.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to go with killing the man and
Hey,
his family.
Hey, yo,
That's-
sometimes, what's it
that's
called?
too far.
Any publicity is good publicity. That's what they say.
Perhaps. Be right back. 1 second.
Okay.
I'm still on the podcast.
Yeah, he's still on the podcast. He's currently doing something. No, I feel. What I was gonna say is there's gonna be a number 4.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Conor was like, it's not over.
Nah, not even Dustin Poirier said the same thing.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said it's never gonna be over.
No, of course. And the reason why also I knew Dustin would want a rematch after that one too, is because when you're fighting, right, you don't want the loss to come from an injury ever. Anytime the loss has ever come from an injury, right, it's like, fuck. You know what I mean? 'Cause
it
it's
doesn't
like,
feel right.
It doesn't feel right.
It's
I
not
didn't
a
really
solid,
win that
yeah.
fight. Yeah. So it's like, I feel like Dustin wants to run that back. And I think Dustin wins that shit 10 out of 10 times, bro. In a weird way. In a weird way. Because Conor, think about when Conor was champ. He was champ when a lot of motherfuckers in the UFC didn't really know how to do everything. Nowadays, you gotta know how to do everything. And Dustin is pretty strong. Like, the thing about Dustin is he doesn't go down.
No, I feel you.
He could eat like 25 punches and still be like Dustin. Conor can't eat
A lot.
5.
Yeah.
If he eats 5, he's already like,
Wobbly.
I'm discombobulated.
I think when I saw the fight, I didn't think it was like super one-sided, right? I feel like there could have been like some back and forth.
Round 2, I feel like it could have been back and forth.
But it was just a freak accident.
Yeah, it was that freak accident. Yeah, and I seen a couple of videos with explaining what happened. Apparently, when they were also on the ground and shit, Poirier elbowed his that spot also, and Conor also had an injury with that spot in training camp.
Yeah.
By his coach, he said, and you could see in the video that the shit bent when Poirier elbowed it, and then when he went back, it completely just gave up.
That's a sign that your calf muscles aren't as strong as they need to be.
I don't think so.
That's
the bone.
when I
Weak bone, I guess.
when I what's it called? When I twisted my ankle that one time, basically when I went to the physical therapy, they said
What'd
that
they say?
my calf muscle wasn't strong enough. Like it wasn't strong enough to shock absorb.
Oh, I see.
You feel me?
But to shock absorb,
Yeah.
but wouldn't that depend on what you're doing?
I mean, at the end of the day, right?
Because them niggas are kicking the pad like every day, right?
Well, look, like the side of your calf, right? There's like your calf isn't just here, right?
Yeah, it's like the whole.
And this part of your calf, right, is connected to your ankle.
Yeah,
So if this part of your calf isn't strong enough, that's how you could break your ankle.
I see.
You feel me?
Okay.
Because the tendon is basically doing all the work.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Maybe, I don't know, but Conor, it's a sad way to go out. If I'm Conor McGregor right now, bro.
Hell no, I would have still fought with that broken ass leg. Like what's his name? Kukui. When he
He
fucking
was yelling, "Doctor stoppage! Doctor stoppage! Tell him doctor stoppage!"
What does that mean?
Conor wanted because he didn't want it to be like a loss.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
like doctor stoppage, but I think that's still a loss.
Nah, I mean, yeah.
So it's like, but at least it's not like a KO or nothing like that. It's that fight ended in doctor stoppage.
People just hate him though because he lost. Because let's say he beat Khabib those years ago, people would still be like, Conor.
Yeah, 100%. People just don't like the trash talk. Even Rousey was the one. Ronda Rousey was the one to reach out to him and be like, even when he lost, he was promoting the next fight. Of course he was. I mean, technically, you know what I mean? Like, sure, you could say he was, but he was also just talking shit at the same time.
True.
And then, he just flipped it to, I'm promoting the next fight.
Yo, this is a random question, right?
What's up?
Because we're probably, we're a little bit stupid.
Why?
Did we hit record?
Yeah, I think we hit record. I heard the little bloop bloop.
Should I check?
I mean, I could check, but
I'm just saying.
since I did it, yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure. We gotta
You
make
gotta
sure.
make sure.
Because sometimes I feel like we forget.
That's like the worst thing to happen, bruh. When you you record a whole podcast and you go over there and it's like,
Nah, yeah.
who we been talking to?
Yeah. Is the only reason why I say that is because the door kind of got me
Paranoid.
yeah, so I'm like,
I feel
normally
you.
we close the door.
True.
So
yeah.
if we forget to close the door,
it was just so I noticed it a long time ago, but I didn't notice any sound, so I was like, fuck it, right? I'm
Nah,
not gonna
dude.
interrupt the podcast. But then as soon as I heard my dad coming in, I was like,
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't want to be like, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, what y'all doing? I'm like, bro, we have a podcast now.
I feel you. I feel you.
So yeah, that was that.
But I think back to Conor McGregor.
You think he comes back?
I feel like he can come back.
Is that an Allen wrench? Plastic?
That looks like to stand up little figurines.
You know the thing that you go.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I think that's to stand up the little figurines.
What figurines?
Like I have like these little Goku ones
Oh,
that I got a long time ago,
Yeah.
and they use that to stand it up.
Why would they be there?
Maybe you got one
No, I don't.
from my house. I don't know.
I don't know. That's weird. But
From when we used to record.
you think, okay, so next, if they have a fourth fight, would he be the first person to fight somebody 4 times?
Wouldn't they both?
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know.
I don't
I've never heard of a fourth fight.
John Jones versus Daniel Cormier.
Part 4?
How many times did they fight?
3?
Oh, okay.
No, 2? 2.
You sure?
Yeah, 2.
Oh, okay.
John won both.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why Daniel's like, God.
I feel like Dana White right now, because at the end of the day, look, like what I said, right, is that trash talking.
You could tell Dana White did not have a good press conference.
He capping.
No, post-fight press. No, I mean he liked the numbers, but
He obviously
he always wants Conor to win.
Yeah, but also I think he like was mad that it kind of ended on a broken foot, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think at the back of his head, he's also like,
Cha-ching.
number 4, number 5. It's gonna be like Fast and the Furious at this point.
Conor McGregor returns versus Nate Diaz, part 7.
Yeah, you feel me? Like that's because
You bloody motherfucker.
Because tell me right now, like, what other fights? The problem is there's good fighters, right?
Yeah.
But is there?
If Deontay Wilder knocks down Fury, I want to see Fury Wilder.
Yeah, you
4.
feel me? Is there any drama, like anybody creating drama anymore?
Israel Adesanya, the only one.
But
really,
but you get what I'm saying,
no,
right?
like the only one recently, Izzy. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Like the to sell a fight, you got to get people invested. That means whether you hate or love. Like
And
whether,
Logan Paul.
but that was
and
fake. That was fake.
whatchamacallit,
But I think Tyrone Woodley's gonna beat the fuck out of Jake Paul.
Beat the fuck out of Jake Paul.
If he doesn't, I'm gonna be like, Tyrone, sit your ass down.
I don't
If
know.
Tyrone Woodley does not beat
Yeah,
the
I don't
fuck,
see. I see 7 out of 10 times Tyron wins. So I have good chance.
7 out of 10 against Jake, I
Yeah.
think it's a 10 out of 10.
No, it's boxing. It's boxing. Let's say
But
Tyron.
still,
let's say Tyron goes pussy mode and he just actually boxes him. I see Jake Paul winning 3 times.
Nah,
But if Tyron activates Tyron's fucking physique, he beats him 7 times.
because didn't Tyrone Woodley start as a boxer when he was young?
No, I don't know. No, maybe I don't know. I think I wasn't in wrestling. I thought it was wrestling.
Nah,
all
because
the
I
time.
think that's why he gets his ass beat all the time is because he's not good at grappling because his main thing is boxing. Is striking.
He only relies on the right hand, and yeah, that's another thing he's known for, the right hand. So I don't know why the fuck Jake Paul picked him, bro.
But what I'm saying is Tyrone Woodley has way more experience.
Way more experience. Yeah, this is the fight that Ben Askren we were supposed to think was gonna happen. This is exactly the fight where I think experience will literally be like, bruh.
Because Ben Askren just took a dive.
Yeah, and we see
He looked
Tyron,
happy. He was like when he walked out with his wife, he's like, you see, I told you.
Money, more money than any fight he's ever made in one night. Hell yeah. It's like 3 fights in one night. So he's like, fuck yeah. 3 championship fights probably in one night. Or more. Maybe like 4 or 5. Like 700,000 probably. In his bank account. He's like, oh, cha-ching.
700,000.
Probably,
You think
yeah.
more?
Maybe more. Yeah.
I think more, like a mills.
No, I think Jake had the mill and pay-per-views deal,
okay.
and then he had like a 500 to
Or
700,000.
maybe he said,
deal.
yo, I'll give you some of this million if you...
Take this L.
Yeah.
I'll make it a milli.
Yeah, I'll give you this M for that L.
Fuck it.
You take this L, I'll give you an M.
And maybe Tyron Woodley's about to get cut by the UFC and he's doing the same thing.
Maybe.
You never know. Maybe like what's his name? Snoop Dogg goes behind the scenes, gives him extra money. And he's like, bruh, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Because Snoop Dogg is invested in Jake and Thriller. Who knows? This shit might be rigged.
Why don't the UFC
might be a
just use
money-maker.
Tyrone as like a gatekeeper? Where it's like to reach a certain status, you have to beat him.
I think it's because there are better gatekeepers at his weight class. He's like he's on the fading end of a gatekeeper too. But his last fight actually gives me hope because his last fight he went way more aggressive and he actually almost won. So it was like, okay. And it was against a guy that was a fucking savage who's on a winning streak. So it's like, okay.
Maybe he's just old.
No, 100%. And he lost the motivation. Remember, I think old fighters lose motivation with the new fighters because the new fighters are
their
more
priorities
hungrier.
change.
Yeah, and their priorities change.
Like they get the money and then they're like, there's something else I want in life.
They're already investing in so much other shit like this podcast, newscasting,
Their family,
making music, their family, all that. It's not the same. No matter what they say, it's not the same.
Because it's like the thing to get up is what they were putting on them.
Why they were fighting. That's literally a fight, you feel me? And these new niggas, that's exactly what they're doing. So it's like, yeah, I think the new niggas. That's why you see the new niggas literally winning way more now.
Different motivation.
Yeah. It's a new generation. With that being said, Dustin Poirier is getting the title shot against Charles Oliveira.
Was that one guy
that fought Michael Chandler?
Yeah,
the Dubronx.
Yeah,
with the blonde afro.
Yeah,
from Brazil.
I remember. And he beat him, and then he was like, "I love you, I respect you."
Favela.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Brazilians. I love Brazilians.
Yeah, he says, and he says he respects you, and it's like, and it's like. He loves his family.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love his family. Yeah. It's like all that.
No, he's saying way more, bro.
Way more. You a bad translator.
Yeah, he's just trying to summarize.
Type shit. He's like, Joe, I don't know what he's saying. He says thank you, but that's all I understand. Nah, but Conor will be back. I can't wait for fucking John Jones to be back. Since we're talking like on greats levels and shit. When is John Jones going to fight, bro?
When he stops partying and doing coke.
He already did. He got heavy. He did. Now all he does is shoot guns, bro, and
while on coke.
Nah, shoot guns, do other dumb like little shit like that everyone does, and yeah, shoot arrows. Show himself like doing something with his daughter.
He's like the whitest black person I've seen.
Whitest black person. All his friends are white. Every single last one. Yeah. I can't blame him. In a weird way, I'm gonna say this. Don't get mad at me, fellow black people. But he has the highest IQ. I think it's because of his team. No, like everyone talked about this when he was coming up. It's because of his team. His team always looked at the sport so like tactically.
Yeah. That
I think it's always been that. I don't know.
I think he was just raised around FSU type motherfuckers.
Niggas. Yeah, 100%. They'd study his body and shit.
Where they fucking press against here in the fucking beer can and then.
Yeah. They're like, John, bro, have you heard of this new cryotherapy? I think it's gonna make you so much better, bro. Yeah. Like, how much is that? Like $2 million, bro.
I mean, what is like cryotherapy? Is that like just using cold to like heal your body?
Yeah, nothing fancy. I was just saying that, but nothing fancy. Nowadays, yeah,
everybody does it.
Everyone does it.
The ice baths.
All the athletes. But I do know John Jones was the first person to like start like analyzing like the fights, each fight, like breakdown for breakdown, and thinking of ways and shit to like
get better,
improve and get better and all that shit. Yeah, advantages and all that. So. Yeah, so
I mean that's smart because it's like, there's like a saying about preparation. I don't know what it is, but it's like
I don't know what it is, but hey, it's important.
The more confidence comes from preparing.
Yeah, so
the more prepared you are, the more confident you are.
Yeah, if something happens and you're prepared for it, you know what to do rather than it's like it happens.
Oh
and
shit!
You have no idea. Yeah, which low key, that's what Conor looked like. That when he was getting swarmed, he looked like, and he went for the guillotine, bruh. Connor's like, oh, anybody that chokes another person is a bitch. He went for the guillotine twice, so he was trying to get out of there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So he was fucked. That's the funny part.
Connor's funny though.
He's funny. No, you gotta love him. He's Conor. He's Conor McGregor. there's no other person like him. So you can't hate that. You know what I mean? Because if he's gone, then you're like,
You're bored.
Yeah, where's Conor McGregor?
Yeah, there's nothing. That's what I'm saying. That's why Conor McGregor, even though people hate him, he's the one who racks up the views.
You gotta respect what he did to the sport too. You know what I mean? There's always that. There's always gonna be that. And there was this dude at my job. Shout out to him. When Conor was fighting, he placed a wager on Conor, right? And he was like, all day, he was like, Conor McNigger. I was dying, bro, because he was wearing like the fucking the straps with like a nice shirt and shit. He was like, Conor McNigger.
And now you're probably disappointed.
Yeah, no, he got mad as shit the next day. He like, man,
fuck that dude.
He like, how the hell? But nah, he's not a sore loser though.
Not
he always loses. The next day, it's like a reset.
Yeah,
I fuck with that about him. Other motherfuckers be like, man.
I feel you.
So I'm like, all right. So,
what's it called? What's another thing we got?
Cuba.
Oh,
Yeah. I seen Cuba been popping up recently on my social media. Everybody, because we live in Miami, so it's I know a lot of Cubans, and even I posted something on Instagram, and all of them were like being like, thank you, because like some fucked up shit is happening, right?
Yeah, basically like
no access to anything.
There's the reason why everybody was protesting was there was food shortages, like there was like basically medicinal shortages
and during
hospitals
COVID-19,
and shit. Yeah,
electrical
shortages
of deaths by COVID-19.
Yeah,
not letting people know shit like that.
Yeah, and so people are like protesting, and even like the crazy thing. So in Cuba, the police are even protesting. And
I heard about that. Even the police are with the people.
The reason why that's crazy is because in Cuba, I forgot the name, but there's a name of a person where there would be a specific person who was hired to go into like circles of groups
of like communities and snitch on people, right?
Yeah, like people would talk and they'd be like, "Oh, what you talking about? Oh man, fuck this motherfucker." And you'd be like, "Oh, okay, for sure." And then it's
fuck Fidel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know a lot of Cubans who are also like looking at this whole situation and being like, man, y'all motherfuckers retarded.
Why?
Because a lot of them escaped Cuba and they said, y'all should, because the problem why a lot of Cubans, there's some Cubans who couldn't leave because they couldn't. You know what I mean? But there's some Cubans who didn't leave because they're like, man, I'm not going to leave. And now
they're asking for help. Now their mindset is changing.
Yeah, and now Cubans are looking at them like, bro, I told you.
Nah, but that's you gotta understand there are a lot of sheeps, and you still want a good life for the sheeps, even though they choose the wrong decisions or they may, they don't know better. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, I guess, but at the same time, like you gotta look at them as like.
Because I'm thinking of Haiti, bro. The president of Haiti
got assassinated. I saw that. I was thinking, I'm like, damn, now's your perfect time. Michael, 2021 Haitian president.
Tell me why, as soon as I read that headline, I started thinking like, bro, I need to go back to Haiti. I need to change.
Dad, let's go back to Haiti.
Let's become the powerhouse. Let's take over and change this shit, bro, because this shit crazy, bro.
Michael, 2021 Haiti. Let's go. Everybody put in the comments.
Hey, if you're a gangbanger, if you're in the streets with guns, you getting shot. Point blank on sight, it don't matter. Put your guns away or you get shot. The kids, I'ma lock them up, put them in school.
Yeah.
And then the next generation gonna be way smarter. That's the only way. You gonna need a Hitler type of power to take over the gangs. You know what I mean? Like you can't be nice with it at all. You can't even be like, oh, we'll work with them. You gotta be militant. Nah, you gotta be like. Because this is old niggas. Their mindset ain't going to change. Yeah. It ain't going to change. So it's like, that's what Haiti needs. But hopefully.
What's your slogan?
Merc niggas.
They don't understand that.
Merc niggas educate the children.
How would you say
in Creole?
Oh, in Creole, yeah. I mean, wait. Do the politicians speak in Creole or in French?
I think they speak in English and Creole.
For real?
Yeah.
They don't like do because I thought there was like a stereotype in Haiti where it's like the poor people speak Creole and the rich people speak French.
No, I think it's all Creole, and I think some of them know French. I think the new like Haitians, they don't really care about French.
They only speak Creole.
Yeah, and French and English, because English is opportunities is here and all that. So yeah, and to speak to like the higher government, to speak to like all the nations and all that, they have to know French, so they know French.
Oh,
I mean, English.
English, yeah.
So they know English. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I mean, all those surrounding countries.
Michael Renard.
They need
What
help.
does the fox say?
What does the fox say? Nah, but that's why I don't want to go to Haiti. That's why people can't go to Cuba. I think like you can't even buy a flight to Cuba right now, right?
They don't have no internet, bro.
They don't have no.
They
internet.
like the
You can't even
government
talk to them.
shut it down because
That
they were
shit
like,
crazy.
we don't want you to know anything that's happening.
That's mad, man. I hope the U.S. helps and does something.
Nah, I don't want the U.S. to do anything.
Somebody got to do something.
We got our own problems, bro.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Why are we always helping out other people? Let's help out ourselves before we help out some other people.
But can you think the Cuban people can they help themselves? I mean, we have the resources. If we split the right resources and we focus on certain things, we could do a lot.
Cuban
bruh.
people are like, look, I love my people, but Cuban people are also the only people who could drink like 5 cups of coffee and still do nothing for the whole entire day.
That's true.
Just slack off.
That's why you got to change the whole generation from the kids, man. That's why you got to go there.
Nah,
and
but
wipe out,
Cuban
change the
people
whole
are
system.
really smart, bruh. Like, the cars in Cuba, right? They're like from the 1930s, bruh. And you know how they run? They found out that you could get like a washing machine, like the motor, and then turn it into an engine.
Interesting.
You feel me?
No, but I'm saying in order to like help the country for future generations, I feel like a lot of these countries need their system to be completely like eradicated, and something else has to be put in place in order for the kids to get education.
That's within them.
and
You need
it could change over
you need a
time.
whole country.
No, 100%. And that's what I mean. The cops right now are protesting with the people. I think if there's a better time, it would be right now. And with Haiti, if there's a better time, I think I already think the Haiti thing passed in a weird way, because Cuba now is gonna like take over that whole storyline, right? But with Haiti too, like when something like this happens, that's when it gets into like the news, and that's when people really look into Haiti, right? But you got to change the system from the ground up, because you know how much money they already gave Haiti?
Yeah.
Billions, bruh. And ain't shit changed.
Yeah.
I feel like corrupted politicians took that shit.
You know
So it's
how
just
bad
like, the system
Haiti
just
is?
gotta be fucking flipped, bruh. Drugs, crime, is bad.
No, but I'm saying, it's bad when, like, there's a huge population in Mexico
What?
of Haitians.
Of Haitians?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, they migrated to Mexico.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy. And did you know that Clinton, the bitch,
Hillary.
she has a mountain in Haiti, bruh.
A mountain?
And I think there's like diamonds in that mountain. I think when like she helped with the whatchamacallit, a deal was for her to get this mountain.
Damn. Sounds about white.
Sounds about right. White, all of it. Karen, everything. A conspiracy theory. Also, who was it? Drake Bell from Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Touching little girls, bruh.
Yeah.
15-year-old girls. texting
Mexican
them
little
and shit.
girls.
Fuck, man.
He said fuck the United States, and he became an artist in Mexico. Bro, like
Bruh.
out there in Mexico, bro, he's like motherfucking like Justin Bieber type shit.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know. That's where he met the girl?
I mean, I'm assuming because that's where he was texting, because he lives there.
And then she sued him in Mexico?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I'm not sure. I don't know the whole legal system, because technically you could sue somebody in the United States if you hire an American lawyer.
That's true. You'd be like, hey, man, it is what it is. It happened, and I need some reparations.
But you always see like those, like, what's it called? You always see fucking rich people going after young girls.
Of course. I don't know what the fuck is up with that, man. Either it's something in their psyche from when they were like a kid and they were like subjected to all the shit they were subjected to, and that made them want to be with kids for a long time, or they're just weird fucking people.
I mean, it's probably like weird fucking people if you know they're young, right? and then it's like you
or
go
money,
after them.
money already bought you so much pussy, so much whatever the fuck you want that you need something different.
Because this is what I think. I still think they're fucked up, but it's kind of like, you know, if you go to the club, right, and there's some bitches who are like, damn, you fine, and then you, oh, how old are you? And it's like, oh, I'm 16. What the
Yeah, right. Yeah, a normal person would be like, whoa, what the fuck, deuces, right? Because first of all, I'm thinking two things. One, why are you in the club? Two, we got nothing in common. You're the fucking jit. You probably.
The first thing I would say is, damn, bitch, you look old.
Yeah, like instantly, I think of sex. Right, that's what I think of. I think of that's why this girl is here, and I think of her age, and I'm like, why? You know what I mean?
she's there to what's it called? She's there to be cool.
Well, that's what she's probably thinking. She probably thinks that doing this shit is gonna like validate her life.
She's trying to go to the club to look cool. It's kind of like a guy who like becomes a nice car or becomes a gangbanger to look cool.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, motherfucker, I got money.
I'm hard. I'm tough.
I got a tattoo, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, sit yo. But they almost never declined the offer for some underage pussy.
It's because what's it called? They got money, so they feel like they're untouchable.
That's true. They feel like ain't shit gonna happen. If anything, I'll get out of this situation. I never been in trouble. Everyone always bats an eye. Everyone praises me. Everyone thinks that I don't do no bad.
Let's say because like Drake, like I said, he's like Drake Bell. Let's be
Bieber now. No,
in Mexico, right? So everybody walks around. Oh my God! Oh, we love you, right?
I'm feeling invisible.
Yeah. Don't know 50 million when I walk, whatever.
It's like 100 niggas in this room.
Yeah.
80 niggas I walk past.
Yeah.
I'm feeling invisible.
Yeah. Wait, you feel me? Like if everybody's telling you that they love you, you feel like you can't do no wrong.
Type shit.
And if you're a crazy evil person, you're gonna be like,
take advantage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shit. Hey. When real talk gets big, we not gonna do none of that shit. Fans, stay out my DMs. Stay out my boys' DMs. We don't want none of that work. We just out here trying to grind. I'm speaking for myself, but I don't want none of that work.
When I get big, I'm probably gonna get what's it called, destroyed, because everybody I talk to, I'm gonna be a dick to.
Or they gonna be like, this nigga said nigga like 20,000 times before.
No, that's 1,000. Look, low key. Let's be honest. That's gonna be
a storyline.
That's gonna be the first thing that pops up. If I even blow just a little bit, right? The first thing that's gonna pop up is on the podcast. He said
he looks like this, and he's countlessly called this man a nigga.
Yeah, but then they're gonna be on you.
They're gonna be like, yo, what's wrong with this nigga for allowing him to say this?
There's gonna be the guy Charleston White. He's gonna be on your ass.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be like, how you
allow a nigga that enslaved your race for 500 years sit across from you and call you a nigga?
Yo, that's literally what it's gonna be though.
Yo, Charleston White, chill out, bruh. This my homie, bruh. He grew up around me. This is what we say. He don't mean no disrespect by it. That's just the slang term that he used.
I mean, that's not.
I give you the nigga pass. It's official.
But what's it called? What I'm saying is like, that's not enough. That's not enough, right?
Okay, what white person could say nigga?
I think a logical response would be nobody. No. That's what. Correct. Ding 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 ding. Family Feud. What does Steve Harvey say? He said, "Survey says."
Bing.
No.
All right, we asked 100 peoples, can white people say the word nigga? Survey says no.
Or like, but then there's gonna be the argument where it's like, there's gonna be, because there's some people who are like, but he's from Miami, so he's allowed to say, there's that argument.
I've never heard that argument.
I remember me and Matt. Remember Matt? We were talking about it like a long time ago, and he said, yo, check out this girl on Twitter. Have you seen this video that's blowing up? And it's a white girl. And she said, well, I'm from Miami, so we're like allowed to say it.
Nah. Black people don't like it still, right? So it's like, I mean, the only time they really fuck with it is if it comes out authentic. And I feel like yours comes out authentic.
Yeah, because
more than not authentic.
The reason why is because like growing up, I've heard let's say not just black people, but I've heard people say it like so much.
Yeah.
That it's like
ingrained in you.
And I know in a sense when to say it. And I'm not saying like I know when to say it. Like I think to myself, oh, this is the perfect time.
This is the perfect moment, nigga.
Yeah. But it's like when it comes out, it's like the perfect context. Yeah. But then again, even me saying that right there, they're gonna be like,
there's gonna be like a bunch of
that's
comments.
not an excuse.
No time is right time to say the N-word if you're white.
But
even some black people don't even like black people saying the N-word.
Yeah.
Which at the end of the day, it's just a word, man.
At the end of the day, who cares?
Yeah, it's like we invented the motherfucking word.
No, but at the end of the day, right? If like I'm not saying this to let's say I'm not talking about myself, right? And I'm talking about other people, right? Whoever, black, white, Asian, or whatever, they say it, right? You could have arguments.
You give power to it too.
You could have arguments that like, oh, you gotta respect the past or whatever, and that's a perfectly good argument, right? But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, to me, at its deepest core, is like, if this person is not saying it publicly, because even though I say it on the podcast, right, I try to minimize it.
Yeah,
right?
It's not like every 2 seconds.
Yeah, I try to minimize it. I try not to say it, and I only say it like in private. You feel me?
I mean, unless you're me, it's like Nick. No,
but at the same time, in a cultural sense, I
got the pass.
Yeah, you got back. You're back behind like the liberal media and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know me,
I was gonna say too, if you ever get slack for this because of the way you say it, I think it's gonna be some fake slack. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like the woke shit. It's not gonna be like real niggas. It's not gonna be like your supporters or people actually offended, like for real, like oh my god.
Nah, yeah. The way I see it is,
I gotta kill this nigga. None of that.
We spoke about this before, but like since I was young, because this whole wave of like hating on white people has started for like a little while. Like it hasn't just started now. It's blown up like where it's popular now, but it's been starting for a while, especially living in Miami.
I think ever since Black Lives Matter.
No, I think before
that kind of like shifted the black people. I mean the hate towards white people, because it's like,
I think
if you're a white person that don't support Black Lives Matter, you're like,
But
I guess
because like look when I was growing up, Hispanics would be like
privileged.
Hispanics would grow up and kind of see me as privileged because I'm whiter, right? But that's just they got that from Hispanic culture, because Hispanic culture is like,
they would tell them probably like, oh, the whites, that's the white.
Yeah, and I look gringo
as Haitian. Like when I hung out around white people, it's like, oh, don't piss off the blanc. Blanc means white.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? They gave them like an aura of like eliteness,
but they
just because they're white.
But in that those types of people, they low key also make fun of darker people.
No, 100%. And then like their version in their home is like, oh, don't hang out around that black kid too much. Mm-hmm. He might blah blah blah. Or you don't if you see this happen, don't go around there anymore. Mm-hmm. Shit like that.
Hispanics do that all the time.
Put that narrative in the kid's head. Yeah.
Like Dominicans, they'll be like, oh, if you're white, they kind of hate on you if you're white. But if you're black,
if you're a white Dominican, or if a Dominican hates white people.
Like Dominicans, they don't like white people.
Oh yeah.
Right, but they'll also hate on
black people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially Haitians.
Yeah.
We were talking about that over there at the smoke shop.
That used to be an insult back in the day in Miami. If you called a black person a Haitian.
Yeah. Yeah. People didn't and back in the day, a lot of people didn't want to rep Haiti.
Yeah.
That was like something that you kind of like didn't really want to say, oh, I'm Haitian. But nowadays it's more like,
because it's Kodak.
Yeah.
He really made it popular.
I think after Kodak, Haitian popularity went up, because even niggas from New York and all them other niggas were like, oh yeah, Zo niggas, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
But it's just weird, bro. I like, back to what you said. I feel like I'm definitely gonna get slack, but I feel like the people I'm gonna get slack from are people who are most likely white. I feel like there's gonna be black people who don't like.
It's jealousy, bro.
Well, yeah, I know.
How can he say nigga? I can't say nigga. It's like nigga, because when you try to say nigga, you sound like a goddamn 1930s plantation owner. Fucking come back here, nigga.
Yeah.
It's like, the fuck did he just say?
But I feel like it's just what you said. People are gonna be, there's definitely, like I said, there's gonna be people who are not white who are not gonna like me saying it because, like you said, even they don't like other people, like black people saying it.
Yeah.
But
Hoteps.
yeah, so I'm gonna get that hate, but at the same time, I'm a lot of hate is gonna be from people who just jealous that I got like a little bit of flavor on me. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. They see something that's not normal or out of the ordinary, and they just want to like fuck with that.
Yeah,
Always.
because
100%.
they jealous.
Yeah, jealousy, confusion, lack of understanding, lack of creativity. I don't know. It's like you're breaking the matrix, and they're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
it's because people just be obsessed with that social media shit, bro.
Nah, yeah, dog. Honestly, social media is the devil. Social media is evil. Social media is bad for you. If you spending most of your days on social media, you're not normal. You need to get a life, a better one. And you can't believe anything you see on social media. Like, not anything you see, but like, you can't really put anything in social media into your head because it's just not good for you.
Yeah,
It's not good for you.
Why you living your life through other people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And through hate and shit like that.
That's what Twitter is. Twitter is just a
Talking shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, and it's not even like I like to talk shit, but like good shit, like, you know, just like banter, right? But them niggas just talk shit. It's opinions after opinions after opinions, and then no one ever even like tries to like, you know, compromise. It's always just like,
But
So,
have you noticed that's kind of like a disease of like everybody? You know what I mean?
everyone wants to interject their topic and be the one that's right, but everyone has that mindset. It's like, what's going on? You guys aren't trying to find the actual answer. You just want to like be like, I'm right.
People like to talk about shit that like it's like,
And then you got sides, left side, right side.
Who the
all
fuck
that
asked, bro?
Yeah, it's like, first of all, why is there sides, nigga? On a subject that has to be what's right, what's the best option, right? Because that's the type of way I look at politics, bro. Honestly, it's like, there are problems. You can't ignore problems, right? But it's like, what's the best option?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That should only be the goal. What's the best option? What helps more people than hurts more people?
look, my opinion is, and this is gonna be a rough one, but let me explain. Right, I feel like the downfall of black people in America, comes from specifically segregation. And I'm gonna say the abolishing of segregation, it was the downfall of black people, because during the time of segregation, there was a point where black people, since they were segregated, they had started creating their own avenues and their own businesses and their own things. And then
instead of a black person now going to work for a white person, which
it was
is
a black
what
person.
the white people actually love doing. They get it from Asians, they get it from Indians, they get it from everywhere. The best of the best, and they bring them here. That's what white people are. They like enslaving people.
Yeah. But if you think about it, I'm just saying, right? You gotta, like, if you just look at history, right? You could talk shit about white people not being athletic or whatever, being evil, but at the same time, I'm low-key scared of white people because I know, as a white person,
you know what they're capable
look
of.
at Europe. Europe for millions of years was just conquering shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's barbarians trying to fight the Romans
Killing,
conquering
raping,
everything.
pillaging, and moving on.
You feel me?
Next.
Yeah. So it's like,
It's beginning of time. That's the culture. It's like if your culture is dancing and music and that and all artistry, their culture is literally what that is. Like raping, killing, taking over.
that's why white people.
Changing.
There's gonna be another hot topic.
There's gonna be a debate in the
but
comments.
this is why white people and Asians kind of go. You know, like when you think of like the pairing of races. When I
Yeah.
think of an Asian person,
You think with a white?
I think most of the time Asian people always connect first with the white people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they have
Similar
values.
Similar values. Yeah.
You feel me?
It's like money, working, not giving a fuck about how other people necessarily feel, but just getting the job done.
And if you see, like, let's say more of the
Hispanics have
Africans and the natives, which we'll say Hispanics,
Yeah.
right? If you see, most of the time they have a similar vibe in the sense that it's more like chilling, right? Having a good vibe, you know what I mean? Hanging out, right? Though I'm not saying white people don't do that, obviously, but when white people hang out, is get fucked up.
Oh yeah.
When you see Hispanics and black people hang out, it's more like a little fucked up, but
Yeah.
pussy.
like sex.
Yeah, let's get some
Yeah,
pussy.
fun. Yeah, it's a lot of it is fun and like good times. With white people, it's always a motive, and if they're doing something like fun or anything like that, it's usually to some weird degree. Like there's an owl god being worshipped.
Yeah.
Or something like
that. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, right? You can't put that's a misnomer, a misclaim on white people that white people be worshiping like
owl
weird
gods,
shit
weird
because yo, like low key them bruh Hispanics and black people be worshiping motherfucking statues and shit.
Well, statues. What you mean?
Yo, santerias.
Oh, I mean, Santeria is a whole different Santeria. But to me,
they be cutting chicken heads, bro.
Yeah, bro. Somebody got to explain that religion a little bit more. Like, how do I get confused when I see a bunch of young people into Santeria, and I'm like, you really let your parents or whoever the fuck convince you that this is something normal?
Mm-hmm. And you have to wear all white and shit. You feel me?
For months and shit, and you gotta cut chickens' heads, and you gotta, bruh, what's going on, bruh?
Another hot topic.
That's like voodoo.
Another hot topic I want to talk about is motherfucking. Back to the segregation thing, right? Yeah. I feel like white people, right? This is why I don't really, when I talk about topics, right? I don't really try to interject too much of an opinion when it comes to like what black people should do and whatever in their what's it called, as a race.
Yeah.
I think white people should get the fuck out of anything that has to be like about the black person race. You feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like because a lot of
Black Lives Matter movement protest shit that y'all just using that to get more black people to like be like, oh, we fuck with that company because they fuck with us. Nah, bro, that shit's fake. Y'all not doing anything for real for the black companies. If anything, you're doing worse. You're getting more money for shit like that, and you're not reinvesting any of it because we statistically see the stats, and they're not reinvesting any of it. Yeah. They're not paying any taxes.
I mean, you saw Amazon, right? That Amazon, technically, all their higher ups, right? Though they hire minorities, their higher ups are all white and Asian. For black people, there's a thing that came out where after a certain amount of time, right? So they don't have to pay you because you're experienced or whatever and give you raises and shit. They'll try to find some shit to fire you.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. They probably have like a 3-strike system or something. They'll be like,
because they're machines. They track you at all times. They'll be like, "Oh, you used the bathroom too much."
Yeah.
Just to get you fired.
Thing. Yeah. And it's probably within their legal rights.
Yeah.
I know in Florida you could get fired for almost anything.
Yeah, and they don't have to tell you.
They don't have to tell you. Yeah.
They just be like, bye.
Take you off the schedule.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, you don't work here anymore.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people used to do.
That's crazy out here, man.
But I think back to what I was saying. I think
the world needs a reset.
Yeah. I feel like people just gotta
the systems
fix their own problems first.
Yeah, I mean, well, I low-key want government and
why are white people shooting up schools?
I don't think it happens that much, right?
Why is there a stereotype that the white boy the white quiet kid?
Because that's usually the type of person to shoot up a school.
But that's what I'm saying. What's wrong with white people?
I think that's mental health problems.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is why that
and accessibility to guns as a white kid.
Look,
because all them niggas have a parent that has an armoire with assault rifles.
Nah, but what I'm saying is, white people, their violent thing is their mental health violent thing is they shoot up schools,
and they also
black people is gang banging.
Yeah, but
Mexicans is fucking MS-13.
White people think like they just say fuck it all. Because they just go and shoot up everybody at their school, right?
Yeah.
A black person will go commit a heinous crime towards one particular person he's beefing with.
But most of the time, let's be honest, it's another black person.
No, yeah, 100%. It's black on black. But it's because it's within the community. It's beef. You know what I mean?
But why though? That's what I like. I've always wondered.
Not getting along, and the thing about the black culture, one thing I realized about it is it's very heavy on respect. It's very heavy on disrespect and respect and all that. So it's like, you do something to me, I gotta do something to you. You know what I mean? So there's just that aspect of it, and the streets and all that, and the rap. I don't want to say, well, rap has glorified street activity, and still has, but it's all that. That's culturally, I think, part of it. And I think part of it also is the fact that a lot of communities don't have, you know, the resources and stuff. So they're broke and they're poor, and that's all they can do. The violence and all that, the drug selling and all that.
I mean, true.
Even in places where the community is somewhat okay, there's still certain areas that don't get any treatment at all, and they get treated actually even worse because they're that type of area. You know what I mean? So it just keeps them down. So it's like, the whole system got to be reset. I feel like
People's minds got to be reset.
I don't think Biden's gonna really do anything for us.
But I don't think it's ever gonna end.
Yeah,
Because this game has been going on for years.
That's true.
Years.
Rich people gonna go to space, start a new federation.
They did
same
that.
shit.
Look at the Romans.
Yeah.
The Romans, the richest
History
people.
repeats itself. Yeah.
They always did fucked up shit. Black
So
people
long as
technically.
they have the power and the knowledge and all that, they gonna control us.
The what's it called? Asians gonna hate on other Asians. Black people gonna hate on other black people.
But
White
unless
people.
we change the system and we make it more independent. Remember, back in the day, the goal of this whole thing was that the government is actually just somebody in the back, somebody
doing
to
help out.
To help out on the things that you actually can't fix within your own reach. But now the government and all this shit feels like we're all one. But we need to go back to a time where it was you do what you need to do to survive, because each one of us is our own people.
It's just people be with social media. People be worried about other people.
Yep.
What other
And it's
people
easy
doing.
to get the same mindset going and all
Yeah.
that. But nah, bro, it's at the end of the day, you have your family, you have the things that you need, you have the things that you support, you have the things that matter to you. The next door neighbor, same thing. And if you want to create community, but don't involve like everyone in this shit.
Like, especially like, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a big, I don't know why, this is my personal opinion, but I don't know why, but motherfucking the LGBTQ whatever community,
LGBTQBMZ,
they be trying to really
we fuck with them though.
we fuck with them, but they be really trying to connect themselves to Black Lives Matter. Like, in a way, you feel me? And it's like, that's a separate thing.
Don't you see those Jubilee videos where like it has like all of them people like together? They're always the most fucked up people. They're always saying shit like, "No, I deserve to win $1,000 because I'm gay and my mother." It's like, bruh, you sound so entitled, and you're using like the wrong reasons as to why. Like, it's like those people, they make me sick, bruh. I think that's just like
they're trying to piggyback off of
victim card.
Yeah.
Shit.
When it's like most of them are white still.
Yeah,
they're gay, but they're just still white.
Or they come from family that gave them
money,
a lot of opportunity and shit like that, and they're still complaining. And it's like, bruh, you know how many other people that didn't have shit that made it, or that found a way to get up out the gutter because that's all they had to do. They didn't have an avenue to complain or a group to stand behind. They did this shit on their own, and y'all just coming out here doing that shit. It's like
getting freebies.
Yeah. At first, the message sounded good, but then it started getting a little redundant.
That was Ellen DeGeneres. That's the only reason why she got famous, because she was a lesbian.
Mm-hmm. True. How does that feel, huh?
And then once the lesbian community was like, nah, fuck that bitch, she dropped off.
No, I mean, she dropped off because, remember, she was being mean to her people.
But what I'm saying is, because they found out she was mean, that whole, like, lesbian card or female card
it wasn't working anymore.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you're a shitty
sorry, we
person.
don't accept this.
Yeah.
You have $0 on your lesbian card.
Yeah. It's like, oh, wow. And the fact for me, I think the reason why ratings dropped and the show canceled was because she tried to play it off as if like, oh, she just wanted to, like, she's been doing this for a long time. But how the fuck do you cancel the show after that shit happens? Anyways, but I think she had, like, she played a picture in people's minds as she's nice. And then they find out you're not nice.
That's why I'm going to be the opposite.
You want to be mean?
I'm going to play the picture that, damn, Joseph an asshole. And then you're going to see on the news, Joseph helped 60 old women on their
across
deathbed.
The street before one of them got killed. What? Couldn't save 61?
That's what they say, bro. You can't do nothing right,
you
bro.
You gonna get a hater. They gonna be like, wow, he let one die.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, but I saved 60 though.
Yeah.
Or,
fuck. I want us to talk about it, but I feel like that's too much bad press.
What?
You know, like okay, I don't know if you saw it, but this girl said that if you don't date fat girls, you're fat phobic. If your preference is you don't date fat girls, you're fat phobic.
You're fat phobic?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, hypothetically, let's say you are. Okay.
That's what everybody said, but it's like now if you hate on somebody because you don't like you don't want to.
Let's say I don't date skinny girls. What am I? Skinny phobic?
Yeah, but nobody cares about
Nobody
skinny
cares
girls.
about that. So it's like, what the fuck are you saying? Hey, let me be fat phobic. That's so weird. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I say to that in a weird sense. It's like if you don't want to date a fat girl, that's well within your reach. Now, if you're fat yourself and you don't want to date a fat girl, you better have a shit ton of fucking money.
or you gotta be funny.
Or you gotta be funny. And even
Or
then,
got
yeah,
game.
what if the girl likes a fat guy?
Yeah.
It's all within like what you like.
What you get, what you get.
Like. Yeah.
It is what it is. You like.
I
what
like
you like
thick girls, so you
Nah,
know.
but
I'm
she
saying,
wasn't thick. She was like
who said
the.
it? Oh, she was like a whale.
She was like when she showered.
She got
You gotta be like, make sure you wash all the folds.
Oh God. I mean,
Where she gotta, you know what I mean? She gotta like pull up her skirt, but it's her
fold
skin.
number 1,
Yeah,
toothbrush.
yeah.
Fold number 2. That's funny. But nah, I mean,
And they hated on Adele
one thing I gotta say about fat phobia
when she
though-
got skinny.
right. That's crazy.
All the fat bitches, they lost one.
Yeah.
So they started hating on her.
And that shows to you how fucking stupid that movement is to me. Because one thing I was gonna say is, one thing I do agree that if you want to be with a fat girl, if you want to be with a fat guy, whatever, go ahead. But one thing that we have to agree on is that the ideal person, right? In like biology and all that, you're not supposed to be carrying that much fat in order for you to be like effective in all aspects of life. In order for you to be like a complete human being, you need to lose weight.
Yeah.
So it's like if you don't respect that aspect of it, if you're fat and you just want to keep getting bigger and bigger, I can't respect that. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, because you just hurting yourself.
You're just hurting yourself. And how am I supposed to be like, oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
lovely.
That's like
Go do
somebody
you.
cutting the wrists and,
And
be
then-
like, no, don't. It's him.
It's him. He likes to cut his wrist. If
Yeah.
if I see you stuff another fucking donut down your mouth, nigga, you gonna get a heart attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, what am I supposed to just be like?
My dad gets mad at me.
When you eat bad?
No, when my dad eats bad.
Oh, you get mad at your dad when
Yeah,
he
because
eats
like,
bad?
okay, I'm not saying I'm the skinniest.
I was gonna say that when your parents eat bad and your parents are doing something unhealthy to their life, are you like, no,
No. I'm like, yo, bro, are you serious, bro? You serious right now? I see my
The
dad.
doctor told your ass not to eat that shit.
Yeah, I literally said that. I said, bro, the doctor said you had high sugar, bro, and you eating more of this, bro. You eating mayonnaise, and my dad's like, but it says light mayonnaise, and I'm like, bro, turn the calories around.
What are you, a goddamn? you just gonna you you just look at him disappointed like. If that was me, you would just let me kill myself?
I just say, bro, come on,
Come on,
bro.
I'm disappointed. My own father.
I say that to my mom too. My mom, she says, I know, but then she eats more.
You're like, shake my fucking
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
What is this? What has this come to?
And then they bad influence on me because I'll be trying to eat healthy, right? And then I'll be like,
They come give you some shit.
yeah, they'll be like, hey, you want to have this? And then I turn around, and then it's like a cake.
It's already in your face.
We're like, yeah, like the most perfect cake ever and
prepared
shit.
with a fork sticking through it.
Yeah.
And you're already like, here.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And then
crazy.
before you could even think about saying no, they switch the topic while having the food in your face.
And it's usually something like to get your ass like force you to eat it too. They're like, damn man, you been getting skinny.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Bruh, when I was little, my grandma used to be like, oh, you're too skinny, eat. And like,
Next thing you know,
I was not skinny, bruh. When I was a little kid, I was literally like, think about me, right? I weigh like 180, 190 now, and I'm
Okay.
6'1".
okay.
Back then, I was like 5'5", and I weighed the same.
So she was lying to you in your face.
Nah, it's just, I don't know. Grandmas, when it comes to grandmas, If
They
you
don't see.
Yeah, if you're not fat, they
Not fat.
they like you skinny, bro. You're anorexic.
You need to eat, boy.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck. How long we been recording?
An hour.
12.
Damn.
God damn, man.
We did a long one.
I was like, yeah, I was thinking of topics and shit, and I'm like, I can't think of any more topics, bro. I feel like we covered a lot.
I low key have been like, I don't know if you see me twitching in my seat.
Mm.
I've been holding I've been holding in a fat ass piss.
Oh, I feel you. Well, we about to end this shit. I got something stuck in my eye.
Hey, yo, check out. We gonna upload it here on Real Talk TV. It's gonna be a vlog of me getting my tattoo on the side of my head.
Okay.
So check it out.
Check it out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and we'll catch y'all in the next one.
Peace.